Mark chapter 6, verse 31 says, "And he said unto them, Come ye yourselves apart into a desert place and rest a while. For there were many coming and going, and they had no leisure so much as to eat." Jazz, I want to preach from the subject this morning. I need a break. I need a break. I need a break. Look at your neighbors. You get ready to take your seat and just tell them, I need a break. You may be seated. I need a break. Wow. Dr. Weeks, a lot of people don't know this, but not only did I play college football, Gavin, for the Auburn Tigers. Y'all faking and flogging because during football season, I ain't got nothing but a church full of Gator fans, and y'all just... And we got a Gator in our midst right now. Amen. Just broke my heart. But I love him though. I'm a Gator now because he's a Gator. Amen. But not only did I play college football, I actually coached high school football. And I was reading a staggering statistic earlier in the week that from the year 1995 to the year 2011, 51 young men died on the practice field due to heat exhaustion. That the index in one particular situation in Nebraska was over 105 degrees. As this young man, who was a 6'3", 286-pound offensive lineman, collapsed on the field. They resuscitated him only for him to collapse again. He wasn't out of shape. He had just had a physical that said his body was intact, but it was the heat that killed him. Upon further review, in most of the cases from 1995 to 2011, 60 to 70% of those deaths could have been avoided if the players were given a break. As we take that particular tragedy in American sports and add it into the adages of our own lives, some of you are sitting in the pews and going through all types of turmoil, and all you really need is a break from it all. Truth be told, I'm not talking to everybody, but some of you in here can shout at the fact that you've been going and going and going, and all you really need is a moment to sit down and gather yourself. Because truth be told, times are hard, and not only are you responsible for you and yourself, you're responsible for your children and other people's children and your spouse and relationships. You're the person that everybody in your family thinks can solve every single problem, and they dump all of these issues on you, and they don't realize that you're up walking the floor late at night trying to solve your problems, their problems, and everybody else's problems. And then when you take a moment to unplug from the societal vicissitudes of our community, people have the unmitigated gall and the temerity to say, "You acting funny." No, I'm not acting funny. I just have to unplug from some things that are going on. I'm tired of being the one that's responsible for everything. I'm tired tired of being the one that has to be the bigger person all the time. I'm tired of being the one who has to forgive people who constantly talk bad about me. And every once in a while, all I'm saying is, I need a break. I'm tired of people talking about the way I raise my children. Baby, I'm a single mother doing this by myself. I may not be perfect, but I don't need you to run your mouth. I need you to give me some solutions. And sometimes I just need to get in my car and drive down the road and listen to my favorite song. I don't need Negroes calling me. I need a break. Because the only time you call me is when you need me. You don't check on me. You don't see about me. You know my pay period better than I do. Man, look here, man. Look here, man. Look here, man. I need a break. It's not that I'm tired of you. Don't take it personal. I need to withdraw sometimes from situations that have the ability to cause me a level of stress that I may not have the emotional fortitude to deal with. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing because if you shout, that person might be on your roll. It's so sad because we live in a society when people think gossip is help. So I'll talk about you, but I won't help you. So now it's that time of the year when everybody's going back to school, and some of us got to worry about your kids' school clothes, your cousin's kids' school clothes, and 3 other people's school, and ain't nobody helping you. They just look at the fact that you have the ability to get it done. Long before Netflix and chill became popular. We grew up in the 80s where there were sitcoms. Okay, I'm finna help some people over the age of 40 in here. You go in your grandmama's house, she got a floor model TV. But the TV didn't work. And on top of the TV, okay, y'all, I've been black my whole life. On top of the TV was a little TV, and it had foil on the antenna, and you had to move it from time to time in order for this picture to show up on the Long before you could watch shows on your phone, this is the stuff we was dealing with. And there were shows like Different Strokes, The Cosby Show, The Facts of Life, that talked about people going somewhere, not people who just, whole nother subject. But there was a show that came on, Dr. Weeks, from 1985 to 1988 about a woman who was dying. On her deathbed, she sent for her best friend, who was a black woman. Sent for her best friend and asked the best friend, she said, well, told the best friend, my husband is the chief of police. And if I die, he ain't gonna have nobody to help him raise my 3 teenage daughters. Will you step in and help him raise the children? The lady in the show was a woman by the name of Nell Carter. Nell Carter stepped in and for 5 seasons raised 3 children that were not hers. And the title of the show was called Gimme a Break, because from time to time I can be doing good things, but I need to step back from it to keep myself together. In order to help you, I got to keep my own sanity, my own mind. In order to give you the best parts of me, I've got to have a moment where I unplug from you. Okay, y'all ain't catching it, so let me see, Sister Rivers, if I can break it down even more into African-American aeronautical concoctions and thought processes. Here it is. How many of y'all ever been on a plane before? Yes, sir. Okay, Negroes is like. I was on a plane one time flying from Indianapolis, Indiana to Miami, Florida while I was on the plane. this woman comes out, the stewardess comes out, and she teaches us how to conduct ourselves in the case of an emergency. She says, if there's an increase and decrease in cabin pressure, a mask will drop from the ceiling. Put your mask on, breathe through it. If you're sitting by a child, put your mask on first, then assist the child. Me being the father that I am thought, well, didn't it make sense for me to help the child first? But see, you have to understand when there's an increase and decrease in cabin pressure, one can black out within 30 seconds. So if I don't help me first, I can't help who I love. Some of you have to understand that the break that you're taking is not just for you, it's for everybody that's connected to you. Look at somebody and say, I need a break. Don't take it personal. If I walk in here sometimes and I look crazy and don't say nothing, it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's the fact that I've been fighting hell all week long, and I came in here to get a word from God because I know what I got to face when I walk back out of the door. I need. One of the biggest misconceptions in our capitalistic society is that we don't have to manage our health in the capacities that we should. I've been working out with my personal trainer, and he said to me the other day, I said this in our leadership class, he said this to me the other day. He said, you've reached an age, you are now 45 years old. You're 105 years old. And so because of that, you have to understand that your metabolism does not operate in it like it did when you were in your 20s. See, before football practice, Gavin, I used to eat a double quarter pounder. Now if I eat a double quarter pounder, it ain't going nowhere. And he said to me, Brandy, that you're at the age now where your nutrition matters more than anything because you can't outwork your diet. You're going to have to eat well 80% of the time and exercise 20% of the time, for that is your regiment. And so we don't understand that. We think we need a break from people, but some of us need a break from what we consume. Because you come to the altar and want us to pray for your high blood pressure and then leave here and eat 7 pig feet. It's done got quiet in here now. Some of y'all got them in the crock pot right now. So really, we need a break from what, it ain't the devil attacking your body. It's really what's on your plate. Mike Huckabee, the former Republican candidate for president, wrote a book one time called Stop Digging Your Grave with a Knife and Fork. And we have to understand that sometimes we need a break from things that taste good but attack us on the inside. I had to learn this the hard way. I don't eat meat anymore. For 3 years, 4 years, I haven't had meat. And people ask me all the time, you're so disciplined. No, I ain't. I want to live. But I want catfish and Roger Woods every day. But really and truthfully, half of the demons that we're trying to rebuke have to be our behavior. We need a break. We need a break not from the things that are causing us emotional stress, but physical stress as well. We need a break. Look at somebody and say, I need a break. I need to not just unplug emotionally, but I need to start treating my body better. I need. I noticed they shouted when I was talking about that other stuff. Started telling black folk how they need to eat. But not only do I need a break from food, I need a break from people. That was part of my introduction, but now it's another portion of my point that I want to bring to you, because you have to understand that it is okay to disconnect from people that cause you stress, even if you love them, simply because you can't serve them by being disgusted with them. It's done got real quiet in here now because you don't want to let nobody on your road know, Negro, I'm tired of you. You really don't want to let them know. So it's my job to say the things you want to say. I I have to have a break from time to time. From people. Because sometimes, Jazz Singleton, it's not necessarily, Chief Ham, sometimes Mother Weeks, it's not what they say. Finna blow your mind. I'm not sitting here touting everything. God gets the glory because I'm actually dyslexic, so I ain't here trying to brag on nothing like that. But here it is. I got a bachelor's degree in communication studies with a minor in journalism. When I was studying communication studies, Mark Bannister, one of the things, I had to take a whole class for a whole semester on nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication is something else. It has nothing to do sometimes with what you say. It's about what your body language conveys. And to be honest with you, sometimes I have to get away from you because I can't deal with how you look. Why do you think Jesus told his disciples, don't worry about men in their faces? Because sometimes it's not how people say things, it's how they look at you that makes you uneasy at times. And sometimes I need a break from you looking at me half crazy because don't push me. I'm close to the edge. Sometimes you have to understand it's the delivered me that keeps the real me from dealing with how you look at me. Y'all ain't saying nothing. It's the delivered me that keeps the real me. I need a break sometimes from not necessarily what you say, but your sour responses. Some of y'all got a coworker that roll their eyes at you every day. You say, hey, did I do it right? I need a break sometimes, not from what you have to say, but from what your body language is conveying. Some of you, by the way, have to understand that your body language needs to change. Because you don't need a break from people, people need a break from you. And part of the problem is the people that need a break from you are the people that can bless you. So your look is stopping you from getting increase. Am I teaching a little bit today? Your body language sometimes. This is why everybody can't minister the way they think they can. Everybody can't usher. Everybody ain't a greeter. I know, Mama, you told us not to use ain't. It ain't good grammar, but it's good gospel. Here it is. Everybody can't be at the front door letting people come in. Now, we ain't got time for that. I need some folk who will smile through their pain from time to time and understand that I'm standing at this door and it's my ministry because I don't want my nonverbal communication to make you think you need a break from the ministry. I need you to realize I'm glad to see you. I don't even like moles. But I love to hear them say, welcome to Mo's. And one day, I just walked in there and they went, welcome to Mo's. And I walked right back out to see if they'll say it again. Walked right back in and they went, welcome to Mo's. I did it 3 times. Now, the last time, I ain't gonna lie, they said it, but they were like, welcome to Mo's. But it wasn't the first time blew my mind because it just wasn't what they said. It was the smile on their face as they said it. And some of you have to understand that your ministry is a smile. Some Christians are the most unapproachable people on the planet. How can you be saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, and make ugly faces at folk? So it's people that need to detach from you for survival's sake. Y'all want me to delve a little bit deeper? That's why you fine and ain't got nobody. Because some of you look good physically, but you're not good for somebody's mental health. And in the relationship, when they start telling you, maybe we should be friends, maybe I need some distance, what they're saying is, I need I'm trying not to go deeper. But some of you think that you can keep people from needing a break by spending more time in a place that you shouldn't be until you're married. Okay, play dumb. The bedroom won't keep people around people who got bad attitudes. So they leave now, and you feel all the more empty, which makes you carry a bad attitude and an awful countenance to the next relationship. And you carry it to the next relationship. And you carry it to the next relationship. And every one of them Negroes say, I need a break. To the point that the title of this sermon, Vexed Your Spirit, not because I can't preach, is because you're not fixed. So when we look at this from a psychosomatic standpoint, we'll understand that most of you need a shout and therapy. Yeah, I don't care if you're mad. Most of you need a shout and a therapist. Because what praise can do is alleviate the issue, but the trauma still may be there. And some of you carry trauma from place to place, from relationship to relationship. Every boss you have treats you the same way. Every relationship treats you the same way. And what is the determining factor? Finna blow your mind. Ready? Ready? I don't want you to look at nobody. Actually, I want you to look at somebody and tell the truth. Ready? Look at them and say, sometimes I need a break from me. It just got quiet in here now. Truth be told, I'm expecting you to put up with something that I can't deal with all the time. Sometimes I need a break from me. You hear me? How then can you expect me to deal with you when you can't deal with you? All of these fleeting thoughts running through your mind, whimsical ideologies and thought processes, and you want me to deal with it. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. I don't know how. Some of you run to people because you're running from you. Let me say it again. Some of you run to people because you're running from you. And you expect people to fix you. When truth be told, what you need to learn how to do is relax. You need to learn how to go to the beach sometime. You have to learn how to go to the beach, check this out, and relax in a manner that doesn't kill your witness, but doesn't imprison you by opinions. So you got to learn how to find balance in what you're doing. And saved folk, we got to understand that we weren't the only dummies walking on the beach with jeans and sweatshirts on, talking about we were saved, sanctified. Folk don't wear that to the beach. and doing all of that. You got on Nike Air Force Ones, a sweatshirt, and Jordache jeans on the beach and can't cast out a demon. See, that's the problem. You have got to learn that it's okay to take a break. Deacon Rusher, you and Pastor Rusher, that took me way up here, man. I got to keep orchestrating this because I got to get you out of here. You have got to learn that it's okay to relax by yourself from time to time. Take a drive from time to time. Unwind from time to time. Take a walk from time to time. Read a good book. The apostolic. Read a good book. You've got to learn how to unplug. Watch a good movie. When me and Dr. Weeks got together, we were watching TV one day, and she said, I'm going to pick the movie. And see, if you know me, I like Glory, The Last Samurai, Valkyrie. I like movies about people dying, The Alamo, Selma. Me and Lady Weeks sat down on the couch. We all hugged up. She said, I'm going to pick the movie today. She picked the movie Jock. You know me, I'm an intellectual. I'm waiting on something deep, something going to fit. Beverly Hills Chihuahua. I sat through that little talking dog for an hour and 25 minutes. But she fine, so I'm going to let her get away. So I said, okay. She said, I'm going to pick the next movie, Legally Blonde. And so in the middle of this movie, I could not take it anymore. My intellectual capacity was being starved by these cinematic depictions of blonde-headed people doing crazy stuff. I looked at her, I said, why are we watching this? Just like that. She said, because I fight demons every day. And sometimes I need to unplug. I need a break sometimes. So you don't just need a break from people. Check this out. You need a break from social media. Check this out. Social media in itself is designed to keep you constantly engaged in the thought processes. Shay, the most amazing thing that I found out about social media is that it is a catalyst for 80% of depression among millennials. As I was reading a psychological study out of the American Journal of Psychology, one of the things